Hi everyone, it's Doreen, My Bedazzled Treasures, and I have another altered project for you today. This one is using this old-fashioned spool that I got from Goodwill, and it used to have a thread on it, and it's very vintage looking. It's old and distressed. And what I used was the paper from the Tim Holtz line, and it looks like this, and it's the floral pattern right there, this one right here. And I literally just cut the strip out and I added it to my project. So this is what it is, and you can barely see the papers, but I wanted to go ahead and use that as a background. So what I did is I'm showcasing my beautiful cameos here that I got off of a shirt. I got like about 6 or 8 of them, and I've used them on a lot of projects. And then I have a stick pin here, and I added one of these hearts here, and it comes from Michael's. Last year they had these at Michael's, and I saw them and I thought, oh, those would be great on a project. So I took the smallest one out of here to use on my thread holder here. So that's what that is. And then I used a piece of one of my flower backgrounds. I just made it really small so it would be able to be glued on to here, and I just added the word friend right there. And then there's some of that pink trim. And then I also used some vintage buttons up at the top here. So there's 2 cameos and 2 vintage buttons there. And I added the lace around the bottom and on the top with one Recollections flower, and then also a little small piece of cream ribbon at the top. So I just wanted to try it. I had gotten a bag of these, and I thought I could do something with them, and I just thought this would be a cute little gift to give to a friend, just to sit on their desk or in their scrap room, and remind them that they are loved and they are your friend. And sometimes handmade projects are really cool, and it just reminds you of how much people love you in the community and everything. So anyway, I wanted to show you that one. And then I have another project to show you, and this is a altered bottle. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is let's see if I can bring it closer. I gotta have to move the camera up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now this is using a vintage bottle. I got some pearls in the bottom there. And what I did here is I added some brown feathers, and this is a feather back there. So this is 2 different feathers there. This is a peacock feather. This is some vintage trim that I added on here, and a couple beaded loops with some crystal beads right here. On the top is another vintage earring. See the beautiful diamonds in that? I just love that. Okay, and then I use this chocolate brown ribbon with some pink and green, just to pull out a different color element in the bottle, and not just leave everything brown. So that's how I got that idea. And basically all I did was wrap the trim around and then glued it. And then here, right here, is one of my circles that I've been using on my flowers. It's a vellum circle, looks like that. So I used that because I wanted to use something different than just putting a flower in the middle. So what I did is, this is a vintage brooch here, and it was missing some stones. So instead of throwing it away or taking it apart, I said this would be beautiful with that diamond in the middle. And you can see that, let me bring it closer. Hopefully you guys can see that. It has, 3 Recollection flowers, and it also has the vintage brooch there, and you'll see that it has these little leaves here on each side, and it's missing a couple stones. So in the place where the stones were, I just added the flowers over the top, so you can't even tell that it's missing. So that was just a quick project. The back is simple, nothing on the back, just all on the front. But I like how it came out. I thought it came out really cute, and this is a nice little bottle to sit in my scrap room. I guess I could find a place for it later when I get ready to get everything done in here. I'm anxious to get it all done, but it takes a lot to make your scrap room the way you want it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that project with you. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.